Republic TV. I'm Priyanka Sharma. We are live in breaking and straight away getting you updates of what's happening with the gangster Lawrence Bishnoi. His accomplice, in fact, we're learning that Deepak Tinu managed to abscond from Mansa's CIA staff is the latest that we are learning. Now, the Mansa police has brought him on remand from Kapurthala jail, and Tinu was involved in Moosewala case and was also involved in the last conference call in the planning of Moosewala's murder. Lawrence and Tinu had spoken on May 27th and Sidhu Moosewala was murdered on May the 29th. So massive development there as far as the investigation into the murder of Sidhu Moosewala is concerned. Now viewers, an update that we are getting to you is that gangster Lawrence Bishnoi's accomplice Deepak Tinu in fact has managed to abscond from Mansa CIA staff, and we are also learning that the Mansa police had brought him on remand from Kapurthala jail, during which time that he had absconded. And now Tinu was also involved in Moosewala's case and was involved in the last conference call planning, the planning of the conspiracy to carry out the murder, the gruesome murder of Sidhu Moosewala that had gone on. And we see that the last conference call that had taken place, Lawrence and Tinu had spoken on May 27th and Sidhu Moosewala was murdered on May 29th. Viewers, we're picking up several political reactions on this massive development that we are getting to you with respect to Sidhu Moosewala's murder. Let's listen in to what Shehzad Poonawala had to say on the same.
वर्तमान के लिए 42 गाड़ियों का कॉन्वॉय, वीवीआईपी आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं के लिए पंजाब पुलिस की सुरक्षा। परंतु जो व्यक्ति मूसेवाला हत्याकांड में शामिल था, मुख्य आरोपी के रूप में दीपक टीनू, जो बिश्नोई गैंग का सदस्य है, वो पंजाब पुलिस की गिरफ्तार से फुर हो जाता है, भाग जाता है और पंजाब पुलिस कुछ नहीं कर पाती। ये दिखाता है कि आम आदमी पार्टी दरअसल गैंग्स और माफिया पर क्रैकडाउन नहीं कर रही, उनको समर्थन दे रही है और इसके कई सारे प्रमाण हैं। आज जब से आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार पंजाब में आई है, तब से आए दिन किसी ना किसी बड़े हत्या का, क्रिमिनल इंसिडेंट का वाकया सामने आता है। आरपीजी अटैक होता है हेडक्वार्टर्स पर, जिस प्रकार से इंटरनेशनल कबड्डी प्लेयर हो या मूसेवाला जी हो, उनकी हत्या कर दी जाती है और सुरक्षा हटा दी जाती है मूसेवाला जी से भी और जट्टेदार अकाल तख्त के जो है उनसे भी। परंतु ये सुरक्षा, वीवीआईपी सुरक्षा दी जाती है आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं को, और जो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को अपनी द्वेष की भावना पूरी करनी है, उसके लिए पंजाब पुलिस को इस्तेमाल किया जाता है। पर जब वो ड्रग्स पर, माफिया पर, गैंग पर क्रैकडाउन करते हैं, तब उनके ऊपर आम आदमी पार्टी के विधायक ही टूट पड़ते हैं और उनको रोकने का काम करते हैं। और आज जो मूसेवाला हत्याकांड में जो मुख्य आरोपी है वो।
Well, viewers, we're also picking up some more updates on the same. We're getting you updates with respect to Lawrence Bishnoi group that has reacted to Tinu Moosewala fleeing from the Punjab police custody, and they have stated an appeal to the Punjab and Haryana police to not kill him in an encounter. Now, this is another massive update that we're getting with respect to Tinu Moosewala, who had in fact absconded from the CIA custody, and now we are seeing, reacting to that, Lawrence Bishnoi group has appealed to the Punjab and Haryana police to not kill him in an encounter. Now, those are the latest details that we're putting out with respect to the Sidhu Moosewala's murder probe that was being carried out. Dramatic developments really taking place, viewers, with respect to Tinu, who had been taken into custody by the Punjab police, who was bringing him from the Kapurthala jail on remand, and post which we see that he had absconded. And now Lawrence Bishnoi gang also responding to this and claiming and appealing to the Punjab and Haryana police to not kill him in an encounter. At this point, let me also bring in my colleague Amandeep, who's on the ground reporting on this massive story. Amandeep, tell us more about this appeal that has been made by Lawrence Bishnoi to the Haryana and Punjab police, saying that they should not kill Tinu in an encounter, and also tell us about what were the circumstances under which Tinu had absconded, because the BJP is claiming that this is the Punjab government who's facilitating these kind of crimes.
Well, Priyanka, first, the response of Lawrence Bishnoi is not a request. Basically, it was a threat to the Punjab police that if the police will encounter Tinu, Lawrence Bishnoi group will react on that. will retaliate on that. This was a very threatening kind of message that has been posted on the Facebook by Lawrence Bishnoi group. And in fact, on the other side, if we talk about the absconding Tinu, that is a very worrisome situation. Just because, Priyanka, the point is that from past many months, Sidhu Moosewala's family was continuously receiving the threats, especially his father, through emails on the social media, as well as from the other sources also. That if the Sidhu Moosewala's father will not stop his campaign, he will also have to face the brunt the way Sidhu Moosewala faced. And in fact, on the other side, the Punjab police was running a campaign against the gangsters, but from their own custody, a gangster who was having such a serious charge, who hatched the conspiracy of Sidhu Moosewala, he fled in a very smooth manner. It was a cakewalk for him to fled from the police custody. What had happened yesterday? Yesterday, Kapurthala court has given the protection warrant to Mansa police of Tinu. And in fact, he has brought from Kapurthala to Mansa for the questioning in Sidhu Moosewala case. And late in the evening, even in the night as well, Mansa police have taken Tinu to the murder spot to verify the situation. Just because, according to the law, one accused has to bring by the investigating agency to the spot to just verify each and every fact. And from that very much point, Priyanka, the Tinu managed to flee from the spot. And now from our sources, we have learned that Tinu was brought at the murder spot in the Mansa in a private vehicle. And he was not very well equipped. His hands were open. He was in a free position. And in fact, a clear-cut indication that police was not prepared to deal with any kind of uncertainty. And this is how it has been unfolded. But now it is a very worrisome situation for the family of Sidhu Moosewala and for the close aides of Sidhu Moosewala and even the people who are witness in this entire case. For them also, just because continuously Lawrence Bishnoi group is threatening each and every person who is actually involved in the case and given the statement against Lawrence Bishnoi and his associates. So far, more than 30 people have been arrested into this case. But Tinu is one of the person who has actually hatched the conspiracy, who was in direct touch with Lawrence Bishnoi, who knows inside out of this entire conspiracy and how it has been executed. And he was actually facilitated by Lawrence and his entire group as well. And now when he fled from the police custody and police has sounded the alert in the adjoining areas with his photograph as well. And in fact, they are also trying to rope in the Haryana police just because these gangsters may fled to the Rajasthan or to Haryana immediately after leaving from the police custody. So now the situation is very much worrisome for the Punjab police as well as for the family of Sidhu Moosewala. Yes, Priyanka.
Well, Amandeep, what you're telling us is, of course, quite questionable when it comes to Tinu who had absconded, and of course the police custody that he was in, and the BJP claiming that this is the government in fact facilitating this kind of the Tinu in fact being fleeing the police custody, because we also see that you're telling us Tinu had been involved in the conspiracy that had been hatched to murder Sidhu Moosewala. In fact, there was a conference call that had gone on between Tinu as well with the other accomplice to carry out this conspiracy of murder of Sidhu Moosewala. So tell our viewers a little bit about that as well.
Well, absolutely, Priyanka. On 28th of May, Tinu and Lawrence Bishnoi hatched this conspiracy. And in fact, what the plans they have made, they will actually give a final touch to those plans, just because 3 group of shooters were involved in killing of Sidhu Moosewala. And in fact, Tinu knows each and every group. And in fact, he has the complete information that who is the person leading one group of the shooters as well. And even he has also have all kind of record that who is going to provide them the shelter, who is going to provide them the cars, how to provide them the weapons, each and everything. Everything has been revealed by Lawrence Bishnoi to Tinu, and Tinu further revealed the entire information among the groups and supplied the weapons also. So this actually had conversation held on 27th, and a day after, it was the 28th when Tinu was in touch with the shooter groups, including Deepak Mundi, including Kashish, and several other shooters who killed Sidhu Moosewala, and also provided the weapons to them. He was in touch with the person who actually deployed outside Sidhu Moosewala's house, Sandeep Kekada, and who was supposed to provide the information the moment Sidhu Moosewala left. Just because when Punjab police have downgraded the security of Sidhu Moosewala, only then the all gangsters came together and hatched this conspiracy that now there is a point where the Sidhu Moosewala can be killed just because his entire security has been downgraded. So Tinu was the one who knows inside out of the entire plan, not till the killing of Sidhu Moosewala, but after the post Sidhu Moosewala killing also, where to gangsters to spread, how to provide the shelter to the gangsters, how to manage their flee from the Punjab to other states as well. He knows everything. He knows everything from the supply of the weapon till the killing of Sidhu Moosewala and till the providing of the shelter to the murderers and the killers after killing Sidhu Moosewala. So this is how it happened. And now, if we talk about the political scenario, political blame game has been begun just because Home Department is being handled by Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, and he's presently in Gujarat. And in fact, on one side, he was launched the campaign against the gangsters, but on the other side, a very dreaded gangster has fled from the police custody, which raises so many questions on the Punjab police as well. Yes, Priyanka.
Well, that's right. Massive developments there, Amandeep, and a worrisome situation when it comes to the conspirators for carrying out the murder of Sidhu Moosewala and them fleeing the police custody as well. Of course, authorities have also taken cognizance of this, and we will keep a track on this very massive developing story, and we'll keep coming back to you, Amandeep. For the moment, thank you for joining us on the broadcast with those details.